Everybody, Gary Hubbell, Colorado Ranch Broker. I'm here with Ed Odle, and take pan here, Greg, and show the tractor. So, Ed, tell everybody what we're doing here.
Well, we've already prepped the land.
Land leveled, and I've got some pictures of that, and it looks great. I mean,
we had quite a crew out here picking rock.
Yep, picking rocks.
And now we're putting seeds down.
So we're seeding. Okay, so tell us about this seeder. How does it work?
This is
a coated seed.
This is alfalfa.
Yeah, alfalfa seeds.
And
right.
We're putting about 22, 23 pounds to an acre down with
Okay.
alfalfa.
Okay.
This is the alfalfa box.
Yeah, okay.
That's the same one up there.
And this is grass.
Orchard grass seed.
So this is orchard grass seed, which
putting about
the grasses in the background here are not orchard grass. That's primarily reed canary grass. So this is a really favorite hay variety for horse hay in particular,
exactly.
right? Okay, so what do people like about orchard grass?
Well, it's not as hot as other ground or grasses. When you get into Arizona, they have a Bermuda grass, which is kind of a trash grass.
And Texas has a lot of Bermuda too, right?
It's very
low protein, low quality grass compared to this. So and Greg, if you turn around and show the mountains in the background, we are in the Rocky Mountains. We're really right on the edge of the Rockies. Those are the West Elks right there. And so this is really a higher elevation. This is that mountain grass hay, grass alfalfa mix that people really, really like, don't they?
It doesn't grow in low elevations, or it doesn't like the heat.
Doesn't like the heat, okay.
And probably 5,000 to 8,000, 9,000 where it grows.
8,000, 9,000 feet in elevation.
In elevation.
Yep.
And it's a cold weather grass, and it just loves cold weather. I haul it to Arizona.
Yeah, you go all over. You deliver hay all over the West, right?
Well, just in Arizona mostly.
Right, so Arizona and
I have customers down there.
Yeah, you kind of get a premium for what you sell there, right?
Exactly. Because they can't get it. They have to haul it themselves, which people don't want. And I'm kind of a specialty hauler.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. So what are you seeing as far as what we got going here? And by the way, Greg, pan over here. So this right here that we're standing on has just recently been seeded in the last half hour. Okay? Attaboy, Chance. What we reseeded and replanted about 4 years ago. This over here right there has not been planted yet. And so that's where we're headed next, right?
Right. We
so
keep going this way.
What do you think is going to happen with this field? I know the first few months we're going to get weeds.
Weeds.
Maybe the first year.
First couple of years you'll get a lot of weeds, but it takes a little while for the alfalfa to get established.
Right.
And it'll be like you're the field over here in, say, 3 years.
But given that
3 years,
given that we have a center pivot to drop rain all over this, come here, Roy. Hi, buddy.
It's a controlled moisture content in your ground.
Right.
That's what you're doing,
we can really control how this hay grows. And even though it's mid-September as we're planting this, I think we're really kind of in perfect timing because we're going to get this crop established. It's going to have all winter to sit here, and then next spring it's going to go gangbusters. That's my prediction, right? Hopefully. But also through that center pivot there, we can actually inject fertilizer into the pivot, so it's being sprinkled on the ground with the water.
Liquid fertilizer, yep. Exactly.
Yeah, which is, to my mind, is kind of the cat's meow. It's kind of the way to do things.
It's hard to do it when you're flood irrigating.
Right. You got to use pelletized fertilizer.
Pelletized fertilizer,
okay.
stuff like that.
Well, I'm
good operation here, so I'll tell you that.
I'm looking forward to great things because it did not produce this last first cutting. This summer, this field and that field there, on 35 acres, we got 55 3x3x8 square bales, which comes out to 1/3 of a ton per acre or something like that. Not much at all, maybe 1/2 ton per acre. While the other field over there that had been reworked and replanted and reseeded.
We did that, what, 2 years ago or 3 years ago?
I think it was 3 years ago.
I think 3 years ago, yeah.
Anyway, we're looking forward to it. I think we're going to get a great crop off
we
this.
did that one and this one, didn't we?
Yeah, it's worth the reinvestment. I mean, I'll have to put a pencil to it and figure out what the cost is per acre to redo it. And obviously we lost some production because we sprayed it out, and we've been working the land, and we didn't get a second and third cutting on it. I don't know that we would have gotten much anyway because the production was so poor, but I'm kind of thinking that we may even recover the cost in year one. Do you think we will?
It's possible. Very possible, yeah. It's kind of depending on the price of hay,
right?
The market.
What are you seeing on hay prices right now?
They're down a little right now, but I don't think it's going to stay down.
There was a lot of water in the mountains this spring. We were at 169% of normal on our snowpack. So
that's why we're still irrigating.
That's why we're still irrigating, yeah. And fortunately, even though we're in mid-September right now, I still have 84 acre-feet of reservoir water. Now, if you do the math, that pivot there takes about 400 gallons a minute. That pivot over there takes about 300 gallons a minute, so a total of 700 gallons a minute. I can order that 84 acre-feet, I can order, say, if I ordered 2 feet of water at a time, that's 800 gallons per minute, actually 880 gallons a minute.
That's plenty to run both.
Plenty to run both.
Plus you have a little extra for your gated pipe.
Yeah, and then have a little extra for gated pipes. So we're okay for water right into mid-October, which is fantastic, which is...
You don't see that very often.
No.
Not here.
Nice. All right, good. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate all the hard work.
Thank you.